and green, head to toe, you know what I'm saying?
Goodness gracious, we finally made it in, man. We finally got it into Jazz in the Gardens, as you can see. My wife and my sister-in-law both taking pictures, but we finally here. When we got in, they didn't give us our wristband. So we were kind of wondering what the hell was going on. And true enough, we did not get our wristbands, so we got to get our wristbands to sit in this section over here. That's where we're sitting at. So we're finally here. And yeah, it's definitely time to turn up and find our seats. Find our seats in time to turn up. So I'm glad that we're here. I'm glad everything is in order. So more footage, more things coming. All right, family. So I'll see you on the flip side.
Welcome to Miami Gardens, Florida.
More confusion.
Beautiful Miami Gardens, that
Gracious. We got our seats, but we're like trying to figure out if this is our seats. We're worried about the actual numbering of the seats, which we got the seats at the end of the. We got the first 3 seats in the row, so we're row 1, and the first 3 seats in the section, right? I'll flip this damn camera around so I can show y'all. But y'all see this right here? We got the first 3 seats right here. But we're trying to fight and find out exactly if we're supposed to be sitting here when these are our seats. It's pretty obvious. So, but yeah, I thought that was funny. Oh.
Duval was in here earlier.
My wife's pants are dragging. It should not be dragging like this.
Carolinas?
I don't know what
GA.
she was doing when she decided to wear these damn pants.
Connecticut, what's up?
Sandals, but yeah, I guess she's okay with that. Oh my goodness. Alright, still early, so we're headed to the food area. Yeah, this is the 2019 Miami Gardens Jazz in the Gardens Festival, but it seems like it's less vendors than before. I mean, the last time I was here was actually 2016, the last Jazz in the Gardens I went to, so but it's still pretty good, you know. But it just looks smaller to me. I don't know what it is. But we're about to get our grub on and see what we can eat. And support some of these black vendors. So I'll give you guys a sneak peek of what I'm about to eat, or what we're going to eat all together. All right. Oh, right here. They making something real good. Let's find out what it is. Let's find out what this line is, because this people waiting for something over here. Oh, conch salad. It says conch salad and pineapple, crab, fruiters. So people waiting in line for conch salad. Okay. I'm conked out today. I'm conked out. I had so much conch today, I'm not gonna eat that. So I'm good with the conch. I am good with the conch. So, but yeah, this is what this line is for. So I told you we got so much conch here, man. I had conch before I got here, but they got conch everywhere. Look at that, conch, cracked conch, conch salad. They got all kinds of conch stuff over here. I'm conked out, man. I can't have enough. I had enough conch today. Like I said, had enough conch today. But what I would like to see, I guess, a little bit more variety, like some more healthier choice foods. You know, I didn't see any vegan spots here. No vegan spots. I think I walked around this whole area. I didn't see no vegan spots. Vegetarian spots or nothing like that. So, I don't know. can't even drink it. I gotta wait till it melts. But this was $15, guys. I don't think this is worth $15. Look at the size of the cup. I don't think so. But I haven't even tasted it yet. I'm trying to get some actual food as well, so you know what I'm saying? We're looking sauce or sauce, S-O-U-S-E. It's not bad. It's only $10, but most of the food is basically like fried conch. Looks a little bit redundant, so fried conch fries.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how
Nothing
about
very
that?
unique, so
Give her another warm round of
this is what I settle
applause.
with.
Put your hands together for the incomparable Stephanie Mills.
Wednesday Bible study. Thursday choir rehearsal. Friday you go to all the damn funeral homes. Saturday you pick one funeral. Am I lying? Y'all know I ain't making this up. Your grandma was mean as hell. White people go to grandmother's house. Over the mountain and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. We don't go to grandma's house, we get dropped off over there. Or either your ass already live with your grandmama. We was broke. Your grandma looking at y'all like she don't want y'all over there. Now you go to your grandma's house, you be in the living room, your grandma be in the kitchen. But she don't know your mama dropped you out, she be mad as hell. Where your damn mama at? How long y'all been sitting there?
What? They should be in the bed.
If you were born in the 50s, make some noise.
Y'all should be in the bed too.
It's gonna get better. If you were born in the 60s, make some noise. I was in the 60s too. We're not gonna make it. If you're born in the 70s, make some noise. You probably have to join the 40s and the 50s. You gonna do something like this? Oh, just socks, 70s. If you're born in the 80s, make some noise! 70s got it. I can't even go no further.
Ain't nobody else here but
Come in your
that.
house, know that new jack swing, put your hands up in the air. That's what we like to hear. So we're gonna go. Are we gonna go there? Y'all know this song right here?
You already know what it is, family. Chauncey, aka GMOGMedia TV. You already know what it is. I forgot to do an outro on the vlog last night, so I'm doing a little voiceover outro of the festivities from Jazz in the Gardens 2019. Overall, pretty good event. Some minor mishaps, which I will address a little bit later. But just to give you a review, about the event. This one, this is obviously what I wore yesterday, and you know, I was all RBG'd out, as you can see, red, black, and green, Pan-African, everything. So you know, they had their lineup, which was pretty dope. Matter of fact, let me pull up the lineup because I'm having a brain fart this early in the morning. Their lineup included, and this was the Saturday lineup. Okay, so they had Big D and the band, which surprisingly they actually had a comedian I'm not sure if you guys heard of by the name of Larry Dog. I mean, he's really he's really known in the South Florida area. But Larry Dog was singing. He sang pretty damn good with Big D and the band. And they had a couple of other local or non-so known acts, which were pretty good, you know, covering other songs. So I thought that was dope. They had this guy out here, Mark Felton, performing. I think he's a saxophone player, if I'm not mistaken, but he was pretty good. He was holding his notes like crazy. If you saw it on the my IG stories, he was pretty damn good. Black Violin, they were also dope. They're actually local to South Florida. They're from Dillard High School, which I didn't know. They were, you know, from the backyard, but pretty dope group overall. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just basically run down everybody's performance, which I'm doing now, but I'm gonna just give you my opinion as far as you know, who I thought had the best performance. Stephanie Mills came out on stage after Black Violin, and in my opinion, she pretty much shut it down. Like, she was the best. She had the best stage presence, performance. She sounded amazing. You know, I'm not even say for her age. She just sounded amazing. Period. She just was a great performer, man. Like, she shut it down. Best performance of the night, Stephanie Mills. Like, just awesome. Everybody, all her, you know, backup singers, everybody did an awesome, fantastic job. So she was the performer of the night, Stephanie Mills. After that, Jagged Edge came out. They were pretty good. They were performing obviously their known hits, and then they had one new song. I think it was called "The Closest Thing to Perfection." Pretty good joint. I'll check it out on Tidal. You know, but it seemed like their performance was a little bit erratic. Like, they were kind of like, I don't know. It just something seemed a little bit off with their performance. Still a good performance because they actually sounded pretty good. I'm just saying in terms of the song selection and how each song transitioned to the next, it seemed like it was a little bit erratic. In Vogue came out after that. Sidebar, the host, y'all know Ricky Smiley, right? Ricky Smiley was, you know, he was the host in between the main performance. This dude was hilarious, man. He has a gift when it comes to improvisation comedy. That's why he gets booked every year to do these kind of gigs, because he's very gifted when it comes to improvisation comedy, off the head comedy. Like, he is extremely talented when it comes to that. Dude was hilarious, man. Like, he'll make any situation funny. You know what I'm saying? He'll talk about anybody in the crowd, make it funny. He'll bring up some shit that you did back in the day, your childhood, you know what I'm saying, or something to do with church. Anything regarding Black society, he'll bring something up and make it funny. So Ricky Smiley did his thing, man. He was hilarious, man. That's why he gets booked to do these kind of events, these kind of shows, and host gigs like this. He's extremely talented, man. You know, extremely talented. Because there were situations after each performer, especially the main performers, you know, from Black Violin on, you had to transition to the next act. So he had to be on stage to buffer in between acts, right? And so even at times where they would tell him, okay, this next performer is ready, and it come to find out they're not ready, he has to go back out on stage and do his, you know, his thing. He still comes through. So he delivered crazy. He was great. Just overall great. So anyway, going back to In Vogue. In Vogue came out after Jagged Edge. In Vogue was actually pretty good as well. I think as far as their live performance, there were certain songs that really didn't hit that well, in my opinion. Like, let me just think for a second. I don't know, just overall, like, it was certain songs, like the song "What You're Gonna Do More Than Friends." I forgot the name of that song. There were certain songs that would hit harder than others in terms of their vocals, because like sometimes I wouldn't really understand what they were saying when they were singing, and then some other parts or some other parts of their song I would understand. It was more clear. So it may have something to do with the audio. There were a lot of audio issues this year, at least the Saturday performers. Like for instance, when they would play promo for the city of Miami Gardens, right? As far as what's going on in the city, the audio wouldn't sync up with the video. You know, it'll be out of sync. So it was basically, you know, delayed. They had issues with that. They had issues with audio not even playing. You know what I'm saying? In certain videos, and the lineup actually was kind of off as well, because Dougie Fresh did not come on after In Vogue. Teddy Riley came on after In Vogue. Teddy Riley and Blackstreet. So after In Vogue, Teddy Riley came on after In Vogue. Okay. Now Teddy Riley did a damn good job, but then like doing his performances with Blackstreet, shit went left because the audio completely went out. It was a lot of bass. Come to find out, the power went out because it was too much bass. And I did notice the bass was really, really thumping during his performance. Like I was like, damn, this shit is really loud. Like I'm like probably 100 yards away from the speakers, probably more than that. I'd say probably 200 yards away from the speakers, and this shit was like, it felt like my ears are pounding. So, but during his performance with Blackstreet, like the speakers went out, everything went out. It was a power surge, and then it took about 5 minutes for them to work the audio, and then it went back in. That cut into his time for the performances, so he couldn't redo those songs because he actually was doing a song while the power was out. So he couldn't. Once the power went back on, he could not redo those songs. So that wasn't his fault. You know what I'm saying? So after that, he acknowledged, you know, the power went out and all that, and they fixed it. And then they tried to test the, you know, they was doing the engineering on site, meaning that they were trying to test out the bass, because Teddy Riley was like, let me hear a kick. Let me hear a kick. And then the kick sound was still loud, so that, you know, the engineer turned down the bass for the kick and all that. So they worked it out, and then you know, Blackstreet came out. Then after that, Guy came out with Teddy Riley. I thought Aaron Hall did a pretty damn good job, man. You know, overall, I didn't. First of all, dude is in great shape for somebody in his 50s. Like he's like 55. Like he's great shape. He took his shirt off and all that, and I just have to acknowledge somebody who is that age and is well conditioned like that. So that motivates. You have to do nothing but just get motivated by it. You know, everybody's getting older, so you got to motivate yourself to be like, okay, I got to be in shape in my 50s and my 40s and stuff like that. But I thought he did a pretty damn good job. I know some people, like my wife, are saying that, you know, his voice didn't sound all that good. I thought he did a pretty good job. So Guy did his thing, and also he did an impromptu performance of "I Miss You," and Teddy Riley was like, okay, he was like in mid song, right? Aaron Hall was in mid song of "I Miss You." Teddy Riley was like, oh, well, we gotta cut it because I gotta bring somebody else on, and somebody else was Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown came out after that, after Guy, and Bobby Brown was Bobby Brown, meaning that he's not a good live performer as far as his vocals. He just sounds like, this is what happens when years and years of smoking and drinking, like, you can't do that to your body. You sound shitty as a live performer. We know that Bobby Brown is notorious for smoking and notorious for drinking, and so that really deteriorates your body, and it shows. And his performance was just, as far as his vocals, was just trash. So we actually kind of left right after. Well, we left during Bobby Brown's performance. We left right during Bobby Brown's performance, and as a matter of fact, while we were leaving, once Bobby Brown was done, Dougie Fresh came out and closed the show, which was very surprising. I thought Dougie Fresh would come out during the Jagged Edge In Vogue performances, but he was the last one to close out the show, which is weird. So Dougie Fresh, as we were leaving, we were hearing his songs. He did like probably about a handful of songs. His set was like at least about 10-15 minutes, because we was in the car leaving, and he said, "This is my last song," and this was like a little bit after midnight. So he had a really short set, but it did sound dope because he was actually doing his beatboxing and stuff like that. How he performs, he did a great job as far as what I can hear. So, but overall, man, I think this year's Jazz in the Gardens was pretty damn good, and I have to correct myself. The last one that I went to, because I didn't go last year, I went to 2017 Jazz in the Gardens, but this year was pretty good. Besides the mishaps and stuff like that, we had a great time, great experience. Only thing I would say is that the food, man, is a little bit redundant, because literally every vendor had conch. Like, kind of try to switch it up with the type of meals that you guys have. Like, every vendor or every other vendor has some form of conch, whether it be fried conch, any kind of conch you can think of. It was like just conch overload, and we actually had conch before we left to go to Jazz in the Garden. So all they had was conch, basically. So try to switch it up, man, in the future. Like, do more stuff besides conch. I love conch, but I don't want to be conked out when it comes to these food selections, man. Have a little bit more variety, when it comes to the food selections. So, but other than that, man, we had a pretty good time with the event. Overall, it was pretty damn good. So, just much props to everybody who performed and everything else. I just wanted to have good vibes there, good vibes, positive vibes. I didn't want to think about anything negative at all. So, that's my opinion on that. So, anyway, family, if you were there or if you were at past Jazz in the Gardens events, let me know in the comment section down below, family. All right, until next time, make sure you follow me on Instagram at GMOGMediaTV. Until next time, Chauncey, GMOGMediaTV, signing out. Peace.